Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Jack Sparrow? Not Spyro, Sparrow. Oh my fucking days, I'm retarded. But this is part 3. I did have a part 3. It was only 18 minutes long because my dumbass parents are annoying the fuck out of me. And I had to go somewhere fucking countryside. I don't know where the fuck I went, but it pissed me off. But yeah. Other than that, I'm doing a redo of part fucking 3, even though I never uploaded. So of course it is a redo for me, but it's just part 3 here. But yeah, but of course, I'm fucking annoyed, so fucking annoyed. But yeah. But of course, let me just say, no recaps. I'm not gonna do that. Also, go check out, go subscribe to Anime Santa, Iconic What Ifs, and Obito What Ifs. I kind of did upload a video, I would say, a while ago. But I would say like 2 hours ago. But this is probably more because my fucking... God, I'm so fucking annoyed. Now, if I have to go to the same fucking place tomorrow, which tomorrow I probably won't be uploading any videos when it turns 5, which is pissing me off. But of course, yeah, you can go check out his Iconic's video, and it is What If Naruto and Sasuke started a mafia, which I should mention that I had an idea similar towards Iconic's What If. It's What If Naruto was adopted by the Yakuza. I have already the idea on how to do it. It's just, I was going to upload it after I did this What If a while ago, but I only did it for 18 minutes long, and I just fucked up in some things, and so I decided to redo it. So this is part 3, you're just gonna hear it first. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the Yakuza today because I have to go to sleep earlier, even though I couldn't fucking sleep yesterday, but fuck off. Well, not fuck off though, all of me, I fucking have a stressful ass fucking day. This is so stupid. Whatever. Let me go into the what if before I kind of have a fucking mental breakdown of how stupid this day is. But whatever. Let me just go into the what if. So, we go into Naruto. Naruto is in the classroom of, well, the academy. He is right now taking a sleep. He's just taking a snooze. He has his hat on his face. And of course, he's just having his legs like on the table while his the chair legs. He only has 2 of them up in the air and 2 of them in the bottom. So yeah, he's kind of just having his feet up in the table. But yeah, of course, this is where we go into lunchtime, and of course, this is where Naruto is kind of just still sleeping there, and of course, this is where 5 people appeared. One person with a beanie, dark skin, green jacket, green pants, and of course has this metal staff. And of course this is where his other friends. One guy has blue hair, black eyes. Another one has red hair and green eyes. Yeah, red hair, green eyes. Another one, it has black hair, purple highlights, and of course the last one has orange hair and orange eyes. So of course, this is where they told Iowa to kind of, because that's the guy with the red beanie. His name is Iowa, who is told by the others to kind of attack Naruto because Naruto doesn't have his weapons right now because he couldn't really bring them. This is where Iowa says fine. This is where he hits the ground, grabs earth from the ground, mostly the earth and all that, and tries to smash it onto Naruto. Naruto, he dodges. It just blinks out of the way. This is where they were wondering where the hell did he went. And this is where, Naruto says, interesting, you guys will attack a sleeping person? Bunch of pathetics. I hate this village so much. This is where Iwa was about to hit Naruto because when he turned around. And this is where, Naruto was putting his arm up in the air, about to block it with armor and Mihawk, and then punch his person in the face until a darkness wolf grabs it, just bites onto the hammer, stopping the hammer from actually hitting Naruto. And Naruto was confused until he looks at it. And this is where the 5 kids realize who the person blocked it. Basically, their sensei named Karasu Yami. This is where Karasu says, "You 5, why are you here attacking Jack? This is where they say, oh, well, we're just here to talk to him. This is where Karasu didn't take that bullshit lightly and says, you five, get out of here. This is where they do. Aiwa does take his, well, like, stops adding chakra into his weapon. And of course, the earth falls down. And this is where he takes his staff and start running with his friends. So, yeah. Of course, we go into Naruto, saying, why did you stop them? You know, I could have done this by myself without any help. That's what Aiwa says. Well, not Aiwa, Karasu says. I knew that. I know why you keep, like, going to sleep in my classroom and not... What's it called? And not, sorry, I kind of... So, of course, this is where, well, Naruto says, so, if you knew I was going to sleep, yeah, I think I was at that far. If you knew I was going to sleep, then why do you not wake me up? This is where Karasu says, because I know that you're a pirate and you just don't really care about school and all that. Naruto says, exactly, I don't really care. This is where, well, Karasu says, but even though you don't care about being a ninja or anything, I did see you use a little bit of chakra during dodging that attack from Aiwa. This is where Naruto says, oh, you noticed that? Karasu says, of course. Besides, I used to be an ex-shinobi. So of course I know what you are. This is where Naruto says, eh. This is where, well, Karasu says, who trained you in dodging with that chakra? That expert of not, like, what's it called? Using that much chakra. Naruto says, a gray-haired wolf. This is where we go into Naruto. Well, not Naruto. Kakashi kind of being in a... Well, walking down the street, reading his book, and Uncle kind of being next to him. This is where Uncle says, you know, Kakashi, you should stop reading those books. And your cousin did tell you to stop reading them. This is where Kakashi says, like I said, achoo! This is where Uncle says, are you sick? Get away from me, Kakashi. Kakashi says, no, someone's talking bad about me. Uncle says, isn't that almost every day? This is where Kakashi glares at her. This is where Uncle just, she's just laughing, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into Naruto and Karasu. This is where Karasu says, I probably think that you're talking about someone in mind, but it doesn't matter. This is where Naruto says, I don't really care about a person. This is where, well, Karasu says, but who do you have no one else? Naruto says, no, but I can tell you my other teacher. This is where, well, Karasu says, that tone changed. This is where Naruto says, because this person is trained all day in the power of youth. This is where sunshine appears behind Naruto and a waterfall, and of course this powerful Genjutsu appear, and this is when Karasu sees it. It says, no, release. He's trying to release it, and of course this is where, well, Karasu can't release the Genjutsu, and this is where he's saying, no, you can't be serious. This is where, well, Naruto says, Mike Guy is the other teacher that I kind of like. This is where Karasu says, he's not much of a teacher. Naruto says, whatever, teach. This is where, well, Karasu says, but seriously, please tell me you don't wear green. This is where Naruto says, no, not really. I might wear green one day to just scare the shit out of everyone into the power of youth. This is where, well, Karasu says, no. This is where Naruto says, but yeah, I kind of like him because, yeah. This is where, because of his powerful youth, this is where Karasu says, no, Naruto. This is where we go into Might Guy and Rock Lee, and, well, mostly Team Rock Guy. So, yeah. This is where, well, Rock Guy and, not Rock Guy. Rock Lee and Might Guy are right now just, I don't know why I said both their names. Just having a stressful day. But this is where, well, we go into both of them. And of course, this is where Might Guy says, Rock Lee, it seems our young fool Jack is right now just talking about the power of the youth. This is where Rock Lee says, really? I can't believe it. This is where, well, they're right now kind of dancing. And of course, this is where a sun appears and a waterfall appears. And those are Tenten and, well, Neji are right now cringing. This is where Neji tried to use the Byakugan to try to get rid of this goddamn Genjutsu, but he can't. He's like, nah! But yeah, of course we go back into Naruto. Naruto says, but still, I just don't care. This is where, well, Karasu says, here, do this paperwork for a second for me. That's where Naruto kind of grabs the paperwork. Paperwork. And of course, it is kind of like this mathematical questions and all that. Naruto knows all the questions because Naruto is extremely smart. The reason why is because someone took, when they were teaching Naruto in Shanks' group, this is where someone took mathematics and other things like off the charts and decided to teach him extremely, like a lot of things. Basically rocket science out here. This is where, well, Naruto, he answers the question really fast and gives them to Karasu. Karasu grades it and sees that Naruto gets a perfect score. That's where Naruto is kind of walking away. And this is where Karasu says, it seems that you're extremely smart. Why don't you just try a little bit more? That's where Naruto says, because I don't care. That's where Karasu says, do you not care about being a ninja? Do you not care about protecting those that you love or not? Naruto says, or friends or anything, that what Karasu say. That's where Naruto says, no, I don't have any loved ones. And friends, if you count Rock Lee as a rival friend, I guess so. But still, don't care. I'm a pirate, and I'll always kill, murder, and, well, not kill, murder. He says, I will kill, I will pillage, and I will steal. That's the way of a pirate. I don't care about being anything like a shinobi. Yeah. This is where, well, Karasu says, how about this, Naruto? I give you a little assignment. If you can find or figure out who in this classroom can be your friend, then I will give you a grade. And I might give you your wish of, like, leaving the class early. Then Naruto looks at him and says, whatever. Naruto walks away, and Karasu says, he probably find someone. That's why, well, Naruto does sit all the way in the back, so he doesn't need to deal with anyone, but yeah. This is where Karasu is thinking. Naruto seems to be extremely smart, but this is where Naruto doesn't try. So we go outside for Naruto. Naruto is now just, like, on a tree, laying his back on a tree, and kind of looking at everyone in his class. This is where he sees the 5 kids, those 5 clan heads kids, but he doesn't care. He knows he's not going to be friends with them. He looks at the 7 girls from clans. He sees a blue hair, kind of crystallized blue hair and crystallized blue eyes. And if Naruto can remember, Umi Uchiha Atlantis. This is where Naruto says, I think that's her name. This is where Umi is talking towards a girl with white hair and blue eyes. And Naruto says, I think that was Kaya. This is where he looks towards the 2 others. A girl with lightish blue hair and lightish blue eyes. And Naruto says, I think that was Estef. This is where Naruto sees a girl with black hair. One of her black hair is kind of covering up one of her eyes that are actually red. And of course, this is where Naruto says, Raven. This is where Naruto sees a girl with blonde hair, doe blue eyes. And of course, this is where Naruto says, Junko. This is where Junko is looking around. And of course, her eyes do connect, but Naruto looks away. This is where Junko says, why was he looking over here? This is where Naruto looks back again and sees that Junko isn't looking at him. And Naruto sees the last member, and her name is, well, what's it called? Shiki. Not Shiki. I'm thinking of someone else. What's it called? Suki. Her name is Suki. And of course, because she has pink hair and kind of purple eyes. So yeah, that's the last person. Naruto says, no way I'm gonna get any along with them. They're all too friendly and too nice. I'm a pirate. Naruto keeps looking around the, what's it called, class. Seeing the civilian students, some of them he doesn't like, some of them he doesn't care, some of them he just really doesn't give a shit that much. And that's where he looks around and sees that no one in this whole class is, well, someone that he might kind of be friends with. That's where Naruto says, well, this little assignment, I probably won't be able to get out of school early. So Naruto's looking around, and that's where Naruto, he does see, well, one girl that's actually alone from the others. This girl has, well, a katana on her. And of course, she's wearing like this pink and white kind of like, how should I say? So this girl was, well, the only girl that didn't really talk to any other girl. She had long purple hair, purple, what's it called, eyes. Well, she had blue eyes, not purple. Well, one blue, one purple. So yeah, she had a mixed match eyes. But of course, she had two katanas, well, mostly two katana tantos, mostly, on her back. And of course, she wore kind of like shorts, and not shorts. She kind of wore like this kind of, well, not two tantos on the back. Yeah, two tantos on the back, but two katanas like on her side. And of course, she looked like she was from a samurai clan or something. Of course, she kind of had like a samurai outfit that was kind of purple and black. And she did have like this straw hat on top. But yeah, she was kind of like far away from each other and, well, from far away from anyone exactly. Of course, she kind of stayed quiet and didn't really say anything much. As it were, well, she kind of noticed one thing, noticed Naruto kind of staring at her. But not staring at her kind of by saying, well, she's beautiful and all that. No, she realized that Naruto just kind of glancing at people. This is where Naruto is thinking, who the hell would actually be a good friend idea? This is where he's gonna say screw it and say that girl. Because it seems that they have the best kind of connection not to talk to each other. And so Naruto, he decides not to say anything. And this is where Naruto just waits until the lunch room is dismissed or whatever. Naruto sees that it's about time, so Naruto walks inside. This is where the samurai girl decides to also kind of walk inside because she doesn't want to deal with anyone else bullshit. So where, well, Junko noticed them kind of walking inside, and this is where she's wondering what the hell's happening. This is where the bell rings, and this is where they all have to go inside. Some people are exhausted or whatever. This is where, when Naruto goes into the classroom, Karasu says, so Naruto, did you find someone that could be your friend? Naruto says, yeah, sure. Do I have to say their name or do I can just say that I made a friend? I guess you don't really need her. But you can give me a detail on who she is. Or she or he, I don't really mind. So Naruto says, This is where a girl kind of says, excuse me. So Naruto says, oh, sorry. Naruto steps from the side. And this is where, well, Karasu says, at least you're polite and not much of a pirate. You're kind of more polite than normal pirates, aren't you? This is where Naruto says, whatever. I would say that this person had... What's an exotic card? Purple eyes. This is where he says purple eyes because he didn't really take a good glance on what it called. This girl's eyes are called. What eye color is. And this is where, well, Karasu says purple eyes. This is where he kind of looks at the samurai girl. And the samurai girl has kind of her hat down because she's also going to sleep or anything because she doesn't really pay much attention. And this is where, well, he said, this is where, well, Karasu says, Akina, can I look at your eyes for a second? This is where Akina says, sure. She opened both of her eyes, showing one being blue and one being purple. Naruto says, fuck, that's not the right color. This is where, well, Karasu says, okay, Akina, do you know who Jack is? This is where Akina says, the kid who just sleeps behind, well, the whole class and just doesn't care that much. Yeah, that's... Wait, how the hell do you know? I thought you just fell asleep. This is where Akina says, I do fall asleep, I just don't care that much about learning. This is where, well, Karasu says, is everyone going to sleep in my room? This is where Akina says, no. Naruto says, maybe. This is where, well, Karasu looks at them both and just says, how about this? You two sit together. Wait, what? This is where Naruto says, wait, what? This is where Akina says, huh? This is where, well, Um, Karasu says, because the reason why I'm making you two sit together is because one is a pirate and one's a samurai. As our Naruto says, exactly. We're basically opposite from each other. One actually cares about honor and the other one doesn't give a shit that much. That's why Akina says, yeah, what he said. Wait, I'm agreeing with the pirate. What the hell? That's why Naruto says, why the hell are you agreeing? Shouldn't you be disagreeing? Shouldn't you be saying, actually, no, you should be agreeing with me. This is where Akina says, I don't really know what to say. This is where, well, Karasu says, well, you two can just sit together. So, where do you two want it? This is where they say back. I knew you two were gonna say that. Fine. And which back? This is where Naruto says, near the window, so I can just look outside and go to sleep like that. This is where Akina says, yeah, in the fucking near the window, I don't give a shit. This is where, well, Karasu says, at least you two agree with that. This is where Naruto just kind of glares at Karasu. This is where he wants to kind of just use Conquer Spirit right now. But right now, he's trying his damn best not to summon his Conquer Spirit to knock out everyone in the whole building. This is where Naruto says, whatever. Naruto goes to go sit in his back, and this is where Akina decides to just stay in her seat. But this is where Karasu says, Akina, aren't you supposed to go up there with him? This is where Akina says, huh? When the hell is it gonna start? Right now. Until the end of the year. This is where Naruto says, what the hell? You never even said anything about that. This is where Karasu says, oh, I didn't? It must have slipped my mind. This is where Naruto goes, I had enough of this shit. He was about to use Conquer Spirit until multiple kids started walking in, and this is when Naruto says, damn it, saved by the fucking children. This is where Naruto walks back and just decides to put his boots on the table and just fall asleep. This is where Akina does the same. Mostly she just falls asleep on her chair, but yeah. This is where, well, she has her kind of straw hat kind of facing down, so no one can see her face much. And this is where Naruto has his pirate hat right now on his head, but mostly on his face, just going to sleep also like that. This is where, well, Karasu says, at least maybe they can become friends. I know Akina is basically not wanting to be a shinobi because she wants to be a samurai. And of course her parent kind of wants her to be kind of a shinobi, but Akina wants to really just follow into the samurai art. And well, I should also mention, Akina doesn't have her katanas or anything I should mention. So yeah, she doesn't have tantos or anything, but yeah, she just dressed like a samurai, but yeah. This is where, well, Naruto doesn't have his cutlass or his, what's it called, flintlocks, because he kind of has them at home. This is where, well, this is where Karasu says, and Jack, or should I say Naruto Uzumaki, is basically wanting to go into the pirate career because that's how he was trained for 7 years. Those two will kind of be annoying. This is where, well, Junko was looking around and sees Naruto falling asleep, well, already asleep. And this is where she sees Akina, who she never actually talked to, or no one actually talked to her, but is confused why Akina is next to Naruto, or Jack, or whatever the hell the kid's name is exactly. This is where some of the clan heads were kind of confused. A lot of civilians were confused. This is where Karasu says, it seems that you're all confused with Akina and Naruto sitting together. I made that suppose because we're going to do a group project. This is where a bunch of people perked up. And this is where, well, Karasu says, the project is going to contain of 3 people. Okay? This is where a bunch of people goes onto a team of 3. This is where Raven, Kaya, and Estef were together. This is where, and the other one was, what's it called, Umi. And on another team, it's Umi, what's it called, Suki, and her sister, who kind of just came back to the school because she was kind of sick. And it's Ayam. And this is where Junko says, wait, what about me? This is where Umi says, fuck. This is where Karasu already kind of write down the names. And this is where, well, he thinks that Junko's actually out of the odd number. And this is where, let me say it again. Akina and Naruto were kind of sleeping. And this is where Karasu says, I'm gonna have to put you together with the samurai pirates. This is where Junko's like, what the hell? This is where she sees that they're not going to do any work, but this is where Karasu says, sorry about that. This is where he says, so the project will be to do reading, math, science, and all the other things, and also do some, learn some ninjutsus. Mostly I want them to be either E, D, or even C if you could, like new ninjutsus, and also train with your partners. And this would kind of go on for 3 weeks and to see your improvements later. This is where Junko says, I'm so screwed. I'm not gonna get any stronger later. This is where Naruto heard this, and even Akina. And this is where Naruto says, God damn it, that bastard really wants to really make me want to do work. This is where, everyone is kind of training and all that. And this is where Junko's in the classroom. And this is where she is madly embarrassed because how could I kind of come back after such an important day? This is where Ayam kind of came back because she kind of, her head was feeling terrible in the morning, but that's where she came back just to not miss anything else. So her sister wouldn't annoy her that much. This is where Junko says, this is terrible. This is bad. This is where she's not gonna get any work done. She has the paper for the math equations and even reading a question. And, not reading equations, mostly some reading stuff, and yeah. And Naruto has it also, but he's like right now sleeping. He has it on his chest. And this is where Akina is right now having her on legs because she's asleep also. And this is where Junko says, I'm never gonna get anything done. Karasu says, sorry about that, Junko. I just had to put you with someone. This is where he feels kind of bad. He might have made it into a 4-team, but then everyone would kind of be odd out. He only had it to do into a 3-team. This is where, Junko started doing her work, and of course, kind of silently. And this is where Naruto, he kind of woken up after feeling someone's presence, kind of knowing who this presence is. This is where Naruto, he kind of wakes up. And this is where Naruto sees the math paper and sees that it's still school. This is what she says. Damn it. This is where Naruto says, hey, teach. This is where Karasu says, yeah, what they want. If I do all this, like, math equations and other paper, can I leave early? And besides, you did promise me that little kind of mission or whatever bullshit that you gave me. Fine. If you can finish this up in what's called 5 minutes, then I'll let you out earlier than anyone else. This is when Naruto says, sweet. But you have to be working with your team or help your team with the answers. Wait, I have a team? Yeah, you, Junko, and Akina are together. That's where, Akina says, wait, what? Wait, we can leave early? We just do the paperwork? You want? Fuck it, yeah. If your team decides to do the, paperwork right in front of you and help each other with it, then I will let all 3 of you out early. This is where Naruto says, sweet. Is that all? That's where Karasu says, yeah. No secrets? Yeah. Why? That's where Naruto uses future sight just to make sure. That's where Naruto says, got it. That's where Naruto pulls out a pencil like out of nowhere. Well, not a pencil out of nowhere. Mostly paper, like a, feather and, mostly he kind of went outside. He sees a bird. He plucks a feather. He kind of gets ink and starts kind of just writing on the answer real fast. Okay. There's like 60 questions on the equation math, and Naruto's easily just doing all of it so fast. This is where Akina, she kind of gets stuck on some of them, and this is where she does not want. She's so prideful that she does not want to ask Naruto or Junko, and this is where Naruto sees the fucking struggle, and this is where Naruto fucking grabs her paper, fucking puts the answer, and says, "Done. Fucking just copy off my shit." This is where Akina says, "No." This is where Naruto says, shut up and stop being prideful. I want to leave early. This is where Akina says, fine. This is where she started copying the answers. This is where Kado says, at least they're kind of working together, I guess. This is where Junko, she kind of not wanting the answers for free. Naruto kind of just says, oh my. Naruto legit says, like a bunch of simple not simple questions. Yeah, simple questions towards Junko to kind of get the answers right. And this is where she says, wait, why are you helping me? Naruto says, don't ask questions. Just kind of answer the questions, thinking what you were thinking in your head, and blah 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 blah. This is where Junko does it in such a confusing way, but at the same time she got the math equations down and even the reading equations down because she never seen Naruto being this goddamn smart. Naruto says, "Okay, here's teach. Here's the fucking what's it called? Stuff down, and I'm out." This is where Naruto he gets towards the door, kind of opens the door, and this is where he kind of runs out. This is where Naruto says, "That presence." This is where Naruto he gets out of the school. This is where Akina and Junko started following him because they're confused why Naruto is excited for someone. This is where Karasu says, I don't know, you guys can leave. This is where they're kind of following Naruto. Well, not following Naruto, they're kind of just walking. And they see Naruto kind of get out of the school. This is where Naruto says, where is it? This is where he used observation hockey to track the person down. He kind of felt that presence. He know who it is. It's not my guy. It's not Rock Lee. And it's not that white hair, well, kind of not white hair, silver hair perverted man who reads those goddamn books. This is where Naruto says, I felt it. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? This is where Naruto, he senses he's at the building. This is where Naruto jumps, well, kind of starts running towards the building. This is where Akina and Junko sees Naruto, and they're confused. Naruto kind of just sees the wall, and this is where Akina kind of says, is he gonna jump into a wall? This is where Junko says, I guess he's giving up on life. This is where Naruto puts his leg there, putting chakra, and started kind of running up the wall. This is where Akina and Junko were confused. This is where Junko says, wait, he knows chakra walking? This is where Akina says, what? Are you fucking serious? Right, you're not from a clan. I didn't even know this guy even knew about that. This is where Naruto, he jumps up and sees a man that, well, he haven't seen for a while. And then where Naruto says, Benjumatu. Bleh, let me say it again. No, not benching. Whatever I said in the first one. No, not that. Mihawk. This is where Mihawk turns around, has a glass of wine, and says, oh, hello there, Naruto. This is where Naruto says, fuck's sakes, why do people always call my name like that? It's Captain Jack not Sparrow, Sparrow to you. This is where Mihawk laughs and says, very funny, but I'm not gonna call you that. This is where Naruto says, This is where Mihawk says, it's been a while. Besides, I did ask Shanks where you will be at. This is where Naruto says, wait, why? Oh, I just wanted to talk, Naruto. And besides, can I really not talk to a student of mine that kind of uses that cutlass? Also, where is it? Where's the cutlass? This is where Naruto's like, shit, it's at home. This is where Mihawk kind of smacks his head and says, you idiot. Naruto laughs and says, oops. This is where, well, Junko started kind of going up the wall. And that's where Akina says, how do you do that? This is where Junko says, put chakra to your feet and all that. This is where Akina is trying to do it. Of course, she kind of falls a little bit, but this is where Junko says, I'll help you. She kind of grabs Akina from the arm and starts kind of going up the wall. And this is where, well, Karasu is seeing this and thinking, very interesting. Where did Naruto even go? Yeah, at least Junko and Akina are kind of helping each other. This is where, well, Naruto says, so, Mihawk, what are you doing here? This is where Mihawk says, what? What? I can't visit my student? Besides, I'm just here traveling, kind of traveling, kind of hunting my prey at the same time, and other things. Naruto says, prey? Who do you have as your target? This is where, well, Mihawk says, oh, my target is just, well, I kind of had a little few bounty hunts, and, well, I kind of found, quite a huge bounty on someone. Who's that? This kind of person. He kind of shows the picture towards Naruto, and it's kind of this man with kind of dark skin, kind of wearing a Kumo headband, but he's rogue, it says, in the bounty. And of course, this is where Naruto says, his name is Kayer? This is where Mihawk says, exactly. This guy has a huge bounty. And besides, enough yin or whatever they use here in the 5 great nations, euro, yin, whatever, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to be traveling around the world. This is where Naruto says, I would join you, but I'm stuck in this goddamn village, and I really hate my life. This is where, Mihawk says, well, it sucks to be you. I know that Shanks did tell me about the fact that you're going to be a ninja. So little Naruto's going to be a ninja. That's where both Junko and Akina managed to get up. And this is where when they hear little Naruto's going to be a ninja from this older person, they're confused. Huh? They kind of hide behind some, stuff and not want to get caught by Naruto or this person. This is where Naruto says, oh, fuck off, what's called, not Mihawk. This is where he says, Mihawk, I am not little, I am tall. Besides, I'm about 5'4" or something. I think so. This is where Mihawk says, still eat little. This is where Naruto says, Arr. This is where Mihawk says, aw, so adorable. This is where Naruto says, I wish I had my fucking weapons. This is where Mihawk says, you probably won't even be able to scratch me. This is where Naruto had enough. Act Armorman Hawking forces like hand and say, screw you. This is where Mihawk says, oh, I'm sorry. Did I made little Naruto angry? This is when Naruto tried to punch at Mihawk. Mihawk managed to just dodge, saying, oh, I'm sorry. This is where Mihawk says, but I must leave, Naruto. Besides, it's nice seeing you again. This is where Naruto says, stand still. This is where Naruto punches the ground where Mihawk was at. Besides, they're right now on the roof of like a building, and of course, it kind of collapsed, making a hole. This is where Naruto says, Mihawk. This is where Mihawk says, well, I gotta be going. Besides, my target is there, and I'm going to go kill him real fast. Take the money. This is where Naruto says, what if I kill him first and take the money first for myself? Mihawk says, you wouldn't dare. This is where Naruto says, but I will. This is where Mihawk says, but too bad for you. I already killed him. This is where Naruto says, what do you... Shh. This is where people are screaming around. And of course, this is where Naruto did not see Mihawk speak. This is where Naruto says, damn it. This is where Naruto looks over the side of the building and sees Mihawk already taking this guy who has his head cut off over his kind of like shoulder and having the head and disappearing and kind of waving at Naruto saying bye. This is where Naruto says, damn it. Oh, fucking bastard. Only if I had my fucking cutlass or my flintlocks, I could have easily taken him on. This is bad. I should probably leave before this roof kind of collapses. This is where Naruto says, well, gotta leave. How to get down here? This is where Naruto says, I could use always chakra land step or whatever to try to kind of walk down the side of the building. But it seems it's collapsing. There's so many cracks. This is where, the building decides to really collapse, started breaking, and this is where Naruto says, shit. This is where Akina kind of screams, ow. This is where Junko says, Akina. This is where Akina has her kind of leg kind of hurt from some of the rubble that kind of started falling. Well, not falling, mostly breaking, and of course she managed to get her leg kind of stuck. And this is where she says, damn it, I can't get out. This is where Naruto says, damn, what the hell are you two doing? That's where Junko and Akina say, going home. This is where Naruto says, bullshit. You must have followed me. Shit. No time to ask. Naruto, he activates Armorman Hawking and punches the ground kind of around Akina and another. And this is where it kind of cracked more to making the kind of thing fall faster. But of course, Akina's leg was free. And this is where Naruto says, okay, hold on you two. This is where they say, what do you mean? Naruto jumps off the building. And of course, sees a hay bale and, well, mostly horses. And of course, they do kind of scream, Junko and Akina. But this is where Naruto lands there. And this is where he says, hey, we're safe. This is where they say, you fucking crazy? And this is where horses kind of get startled and start running. This is where Naruto says, at least we're safe. This is where Junko and Akina says, do you not see how fast we're going with the horses? They're right now out of control. Naruto says, no problem. I know how to do this. This is where Naruto says, alright, I don't have my flintlocks. This is where Akina says, were you about to shoot him in the head? This is where Naruto says, no. Listen here. Yes, but that's not the point. You said we're going really fast, so what's the best way to stop them is just shooting them in the head. This is where Akina says, you're so fucking cruel. I knew you pirates are so evil. This is where Naruto says, whatever. This is where Naruto says, done. This is where he managed to grab Akina's head and Junko's head to duck them down. This is where they say, "What the hell was that for?" We almost hit a sign. This is where not even a sign. It was kind of a lower bridge that was in the village, and of course, this is where Naruto says, "Who the fuck has that much of a low bridge?" This is where this is. Don't know, and I fucking hate them. Unlike we hate you, the fact that you grab our heads and just push them down without our kind of concern. This one Naruto says, unless you want your heads to be hit by that fucking little bridge, I suggest you should be fucking thankful to me. This is where, Junko and Akina glares at Naruto, but okay. This is where Naruto says, shit. This is where they say, what do you mean, where the fuck are we going? This is where Naruto says, gotta find a way to stop this. Oh shit. Shit. He grabs the two ropes that has the horse and says, stop! Damn it, there's no way. So when Naruto says, damn it, he kind of hits him, and of course, to kind of move them away from hitting a kind of populated place full of civilians. This is where Naruto says, go. And so where, they turn, and of course, this is where Naruto and, his kind of, I want to say, friends, mostly the two girls, are kind of screaming. And this is where, they keep going. This is where Naruto says, damn it, only if I had a weapon. This is where Naruto, he sees, a knife fly from a stand and almost hits him. This is where Naruto says, oh, well, luckily I have one. This is where Naruto says, just gotta kill them. This is where he adds Armament Hawking. This is where Akina says, stop, what are you doing? This is where Naruto says, I'm going to stop them. This is where Akina says, that's the stupidest way to stop them. This is where Naruto says, then what do you want to do? This is where Akina says, just stop them by kind of making them feel calm. That's the best way. Naruto says, that will take forever. That's where Akina says, that's the best way. Juka says, shut up, both of you. I can't think why you two are kind of screaming. This is where Naruto says, fine. So where, Junko kind of thinks. That's where she thinks about the jutsus that she kind of knows. This is where she says, wait, where's water? This is where Akina says, she's looking around. Naruto uses opportunity shocking right in front of us. This is where, Junko says, I see. This is where Junko says, I need one of you to throw me. This is where, they say, okay, fine. This is where, both Akina and Naruto grab her and kind of throws her to near the water. This is where Junko managed to do a flip and land on, in front of the two horses. But there's water behind her because it's kind of a little stream. This is where she goes to her hand size and says, water style. Water deep sea capture. This is where the water behind her erupted and goes straight towards the horses, stopping them right in their tracks and kind of making them fall down a little bit. This is where, the horses kind of stop panicking and of course they calm down. This is where Naruto says, at least we're not dying. This is where Akina says, and your stupid ass idea wanted to kill them. Naruto says, I don't give a shit. This is where Akina says, you should, because they're just animals. Naruto says, and I'm just a pirate. This is where they're kind of arguing. This is where Junko says, shut up, both of you. This is where Naruto shuts up, and this is where Akina also does it. This is where Junko says, at least we're alive. And Naruto, don't do such a stupid that again. This is where, Mihawk is leaving. And this is where Mihawk says, what an interesting sight that I saw. Very interesting watching show that I ever seen. Naruto turns around and sees Mihawk. Mihawk says, hey Naruto. This is where Naruto pulls out the knife and rushes towards Mihawk with Armament Hawking onto the knife. This is where Naruto tries to slash it at Mihawk, because this is the reason why he caused it mostly. Mostly he also did cause it. This is where Mihawk pulls out a small knife that was in a cross, and this is where he blocked the knife. Well, mostly the knife that Naruto had. This is where Naruto says, damn it. This is where Mihawk says, sorry there, student, but you need to train a little bit more harder than actually thinking that you'll be able to catch me off guard. This is where Naruto smiles and says, that is true, but at least I learned something new before I was coming here to fight you. And he says, what do you mean something new? This is where the clone poofed away. The knife was still there because it was a real knife. And this is where Mihawk turns around when Naruto punched him in the face. This is where Mihawk kind of gets punched in the face. And this is where he was surprised. This is where he kind of smirked and saying, "That's very interesting, student of mine. Very interesting. I thought that you were never gonna learn any of the shinobi arts because I thought you were kind of this one Naruto saying, I'm not stupid, you motherfucker." This is where Mihawk smiles and says, "I never said you were stupid. I just said that you were kind of special." This is where Naruto glares at him, grabs a knife, and just charges at Mihawk. This is where Mihawk says, "But still, you're still too arrogant with your armament hawking." This is where Naruto says, "I know you were gonna say that. This is why I learned advanced armament hawking a while ago." This is where Naruto, he throws a slash. Well, what's it called? An energy slash. Well, not advanced armament hawking. It's a conqueror's hawking where you know how what's it called? Zoro can do. He does a slash with conqueror's hawking or anything like that. And this is where Naruto does a slash or like an energy slash attack. So yeah, this is where his armament, well not armament hawking, his conqueror's hawking color is a color of being like blue at the same time red. So it's kind of a little bit like purple, but it's not really mixed. It's a dark blue color. This is where Mihawk sees this and he blocks it with his own slash of energy. And this is where when both attacks collide in the middle, this is where Mihawk's was a little bit stronger and Naruto says, "Damn it." Mihawk smiles and says, "At least you know armament hawking, conqueror's hawking, and arbitration hawking since you dodged that attack. I'm very impressed, little Naruto." This is where Naruto says, "I'm not small, you bastard." This is where, Mihawk says, "You're probably not, but I'm happy to know that my student did become strong, even for a little bit." This is where Naruto glares at him. This is where Mihawk says, "But whatever, at least I got the yen of the money, the euro of the money. So, here's a bag of money." This is where Naruto says, I do need it." This is where, Mihawk smiles and says, "Well, see you, Naruto. I need to, go in traveling to see the 5 great nations. So, if we ever do cross paths, I want you to give me all you got from the shinobi arts." This is where Naruto says, "Fine." This is where Mihawk says, "Well, I'll be leaving. Bye." He leaves. Naruto says, "At least he left. He doesn't need to see me pass out." He smashes his face into the ground. This is where Akina and Junko were kind of shocked. Of course, Akina does grab Naruto, sees if he's kind of knocked out or killed or anything, and this is where she can since he posts because she did put her fingers into Naruto's neck to see if he's alive or dead, and she sees that he's alive. This is where Junko says, "Do you think we have the strength to actually pull him up?" This is where Akina says, "I don't really know." This is where Akina's parents says, "Akina, what are you doing here?" This is where Akina says, "Hey, not mostly parents, mostly dad." This is where Akina says, "Oh hey dad." This is where Akina's dad says, "Who are you?" This is where he looks at the blonde hair. And this is where Junko says, "My name is Junko Kanja." This is where Akina's dad says, "I see. Akina, I've never seen you have friends before, even though it's just one person." That's where Akina says, "Yeah." This is where Naruto's trying to wake up, but his body to be hurting too much. This is where Akina's dad says, "Who is this?" That's where Akina says, "Another partner of mine." Wait, what? Like a partner in projects, not nothing else. This is where Akina says, "Fine, okay. Why is he on the ground?" He's hurt. So I should mention, before Mihawk leaves, he did kind of slash a mark on Naruto's kind of chest, and no one actually notices. And Naruto tried to dodge it very fast with his opposition hawking, but couldn't dodge it. This is where he's like, "Fuck." So of course he's kind of bleeding. So yeah. This is where Akina's father says, "I see." So he has a slash mark. Fine. Let's take him home and all that. This is where Akina's father decides to pick up Naruto and does kind of tell Junko that it'd be fine if she comes. This is where we go into Akina's house. Akina's house, they live in a medium house, and of course this is where Akina's mother is saying, well, she's kind of cooking food, and this is where Naruto, he's kind of being healed back to kind of full health by putting like kind of ointment and other things on his slash mark by Akina, and Akina had to really take off Naruto's coat and other things that he wears underneath from being a pirate, and this is where Akina says, "This idiot, idiot." This is where Junko says, "You know, we should definitely prank him." This is where Akina says, "I don't really do pranks." This is where Junko says, "Really?" This is where Akina says, "I just don't do them because I'm not that dumb." This is where Junko says, "It's not a dumb thing to do. It's just something funny to do when your friend or any partner in project is being an idiot." That's where, Naruto says, my rum. That's where, Junko says, "See, he's being an idiot right now." That's where Akina says, I don't really want to heal him full back to health. That's where Naruto's wounds are being closed up really fast by the Ninetales, even though it would have closed up faster, but armament kind of like Conqueror's Hawking in that slash was still happening, and of course having a fight between the Ninetales, so that's why it doesn't heal faster. Naruto gets up and says, "What the hell, Mihawk?" This is where he doesn't have any of his weapon, but he did put his fist into armament. That's where Naruto says, where's the hell did he go? And also he realized he's not even in his house. He's not even in the streets. And he realized that he's in a girl's room because it's all purple. His room is not purple. It's kind of just white. This is where Naruto says, where the hell am I? This is where Akina and Junko were surprised that his shit just healed really fast. This is where Naruto says, what the hell happened? This is where Junko says, you got slashed by that guy with the yellow eyes. Naruto says, wait, where's Mihawk? He kind of left a while ago. No. Sorry, Melanie. Naruto says, damn it, Mihawk left. That's where, Junko says, yeah, you idiot. Now you're hurt. This is where Naruto says, but I'm not hurt, I'm fully healed. This is where he's kind of looking at his chest and feeling it, and this is where he realizes he doesn't have a shirt, and this is where he kind of covers up and like, what the hell? What are you two doing? This is where I cannot punch him in the head, healing you to full health, putting ointment and other things to kind of heal that wound more. This is where Naruto says, oh, thanks, I guess. This is where, I cannot say idiot. This is where, Naruto says, thanks. But we go into a 3-week time skip. Naruto is now with his team, and they kind of gotten close to being friends, but yeah. Junko, Akina, and Naruto. But yeah. Naruto kind of started training with Akina and kind of sword to combat, because Naruto uses a cutlass while Akina uses 2 katanas that are mostly in her back, but yeah. So yeah. And Junko decides to train also in kind of sword techniques. She mostly got 2 tauntals, but yeah. So, of course, this is actually where I leave it off for kind of part 4 of What If Naruto... Well, not part 4. Part 3 of What If Naruto was a reincarnation of Jack Sparrow. So, yeah, this time I said it right. But, yeah, bye-bye, potato, or I'm gonna keep falling asleep. But, yeah, let me just... Yeah, bye-bye.